Good afternoon, everybody. Van Herndon with the Fair Board here, live from the parade route alongside Spring Street is where we're set up here across from the Farm Bureau and down the street from Traditions Bank and well within earshot of everyone's favorite announcer, George Wallace. George Wallace, a fixture here every year at the Christmas parade, set up on the square playing countless Elvis songs and showing just how shy he is. One of these days, ladies and gentlemen, George is going to come out of his shell, and I can't wait for that day. Now, we love George, and he's entertaining the crowd. I will make a announcement that apparently there is some kind of emergency response. I saw a lot of fire trucks come through the area just a moment ago before we went live. That's one of the reasons we were delayed just a few moments, but so if you're still making your way into the Dover area, then do be aware of that. It looks like they were headed out east of town. Not sure the situation. Just be aware that there are emergency vehicles running emergency traffic, and so do be aware of them. The parade is underway. It should be starting right now. The start time is 2 o'clock, and they leave from the First Baptist Family Life Center over on Church Street, and then they will come down Church Street to the intersection of Church Street and Donaldson Parkway right there at Regions Bank across from Charles Parks' insurance and law office. And then they will come through the parking lot of the bank, allowing travelers to be able to go up Cedar Street to bypass the parade route and try to minimize the impact of the parade on traffic. So do be aware of that. But the parade should be underway if everything is running on schedule over there. We do not have anyone over on the ground over there in communication with me, but parade should be underway, and so we are going to give you some information until the parade makes its way, and then we'll go live with a video feed. But we are doing this on behalf of the Fair Board. I am a member of the Fair Board of Directors, and ladies and gentlemen, I want you to be aware that the Fair Board is not just about the Stewart County Fair in September. Of course, that is the major event, but I want you to be aware of something that you might not have yet picked up on is the Fair Board is trying to bring family-friendly events throughout the year to the community, something fun for everyone in the community, and some of the things that we've been working on, and I will give a nod to my colleagues when I say we've been working on. I am merely typically the voice. They put me out front and let me talk, and that's where I excel. And there's a lot of hardworking people on the board that are making these things go and bringing them to the community, and so I want to give them a nod and show them my appreciation because they work a lot harder than I do. It's nothing for me to sit here and talk for an hour, and I'm sure if you know me, you know that. But one of the things that is coming up is a family Christmas Wonderland. It's going to be December the 12th at the Visitor Center at 117 Visitor Center Lane. It's going to be between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. We're going to have Santa sleigh rides, a mechanical reindeer, and train rides. If you saw the video that was put up on the Fair Board Facebook page, the Grinch riding the mechanical deer. So there will be concessions available for purchase, free photos with Santa and other photo opportunities. There's indoor games, and so please plan on coming out. This is one of the things that the Stewart County Fair Board or Stewart County Fair Association is bringing to the community, something family-friendly, something that enriches the community, gives us something to do, trying to give families a wholesome experience. And remember, we are not just about the Stewart County Fair in September. We are working year-round to bring you these things. And so some other information about that, and there will be a free photo booth sponsored by Traditions Bank and our friends at Traditions Bank. And so we thank them for their support of the Fair Board, Fair Association, and our December 12th event. So make sure to thank them for sponsoring, but come on by, free photo booth, get your picture made, enjoy some concessions, enjoy the games, the rides, and other information about that. We will have turkey salad sandwiches from our friends at YPAC. This was on the Facebook page. And so YPAC, and if I'm not pronouncing that correctly, I do apologize. I've heard it pronounced YPAC and I've heard it pronounced YAPAC, and so I do hope somebody will correct me in the near future. But our friends there have partnered with us and are doing a magnificent job of supporting the Fair Board, the Fair Association, and the free turkey sandwiches as advertised on the Facebook page. Other things going on the 12th, there will be free ornament crafts. Each child can decorate 2 wooden ornaments, can take one home, and the other one, ladies and gentlemen, this is where it really tugs on the heartstrings, is you decorate 2, you get to take one home, and then the other one goes to a resident at the Dover Care Center, at the Care Center over here just below my position on Spring Street, where a lot of good residents of Dover live, and this will be provided at no charge. Other information, you can create your own free snow globe, glow-in-the-dark Christmas figurines, artificial snow. This will be at our December 12th event. So please, ladies and gentlemen, make plans to attend. The only thing that the Fair Board asks is that you show us your excitement through your participation. That is the greatest reward that we can get, is knowing that we are bringing events to the community that the community is enjoying, and that we measure that enjoyment by the level of participation. So come on out and visit with us December the 12th. And if you see on the lower portion of the screen there, you'll see that we have a scroll that is giving you the same information, and so outdoor rides, $10 unlimited. You'll buy an armband, and then the outdoor rides will be unlimited. Other things that are going on: March 28th, the Fair Board will be sponsoring a barn quilt painting party. Registration and payment is due February the 28th. The event can be found under the events on the Fair Board Facebook page. Also, and can't reveal too much, it's still in the works, and we're just going to tease you a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to wet your whistle. There's information coming soon about a concert. It'll be May the 9th. Food trucks and vendors are planned to be present, and you need to be watching for more information to come. We will get that out to you just as soon as we can. It's still in the works, and May is still a few days away. And so please be looking for that information. And I want to thank everybody who's tuned in. We've got 39 live viewers. That's since this was conceived of last night and not advertised. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to go over here and check the comments, and you are a quiet crowd. Feel free to comment, and if I see a comment and I can share it, I'll give you a shout out. But let's see. So come on out on the 12th. And let's see what. And also, letters to Santa. Don't miss the opportunity to send letters and wish lists to Santa. That will be something available at the Family Christmas Wonderland event that the Fair Board is hosting at 117 Visitor Center Drive, or Visitor Center Lane, on December the 12th. And again, that is 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Other things in the works: we have secured a website. We've been operating primarily off of the Facebook page, but we have secured a domain, and we are working to go live with that in the very near future. We are working on getting our website up and running. we feel like we had a successful turnout at the fair this year, and we appreciate everyone who turned out for that. We had cornhole, we had the not so newlywed game, we had excellent live music, we had all sorts of talented craftsmen and what have you. That's right, we had the rodeo. I'm sitting here with the lovely Amy Herndon, who is the silent partner in this relationship, in this partnership. And she is poking me in the side and doing her little cowgirl wave. And so we reminded me that we had the rodeo. So we had the rodeo, a big hit. I think everybody enjoyed that. And also we had wrestling, and both of those seemed to be crowd favorites. I was there on Friday night for the wrestling, and I got to tell you, I think Big Daddy, now I didn't pay attention, I was there and I went over to the wrestling for a few minutes. I was recovering from announcing the barbecue sandwich eating contest. I was not a participant, I was the announcer, and so I was recovering from barking my lungs out trying to announce that. And congratulations, by the way, to barbecue connoisseur Jody Batten, who probably, I don't know that he was the skinniest one there, but he was the one who was able to put away the most barbecue sandwiches. And oddly enough, that number was not very high. So Stewart County, I mean, we have some good barbecue in Stewart County, and I don't understand why we didn't see higher numbers. But hey, Jody won. Congratulations, Jody. But I was recovering, and I did make it over to the wrestling, and Big Daddy was one of the favorites. And let me just tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you know how I like to joke and cut up, and I just want to say that while the wrestling was a hit, maybe we can all talk about the liberal use of spandex in areas where it shouldn't have been used. So, but ladies and gentlemen, everybody had a good time. And so we are looking forward to next year. We just had a meeting this week. We've got great things in the works. Go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to comment, I should be able to see your comments. And you may be able to hear the ever shy George Wallace up at the top there across my microphone. One of my favorite George Wallace lines is, we had some people walking dogs in the parade one year, and George said that's a handyman dog because he leaves little jobs all over the house. And so that is my favorite George Wallace line. I will go to my grave thinking about George Wallace saying that at the Christmas parade. Love George, always a character, so shy. And so, again, the parade route from the Family Life Center of the First Baptist Church, coming down Church Street, turning through the parking lot of Regions Bank, allowing traffic to still be able to traverse up to the intersection there with, and I'm calling it Church Street, it's Cedar Street, I'm sorry, coming down Cedar Street to Regions Bank, and then Cedar Street across the street from the bank. That allows that to be open, and then they will turn on to Donaldson Parkway, make their way into town, and then turn down Spring Street in front of the courthouse, make their way over to the middle school and library area. And so I have never walked that parade route. I have driven that parade route. And by the time they get here, there's a very serious look on the face of the marching band and others. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm seeing here Lisa Long says, when will you go live? Well, Lisa, I am here now. And so you should be seeing this live. And look at there. There's Lorinda Stafford, one of my favorite Farm Bureau ladies. I call her or Lori or Beth at least 4 times a year to pay our insurance. Now, most of the time I get Beth, and quite frankly, I get Beth so often that she may remember my debit card number. Matter of fact, I don't even think I heard her typing it in last time. I think she already had that done before the conversation even got rolling that way. So, but it is good to see y'all here live on the Facebook page. Leslie Bickford. Well, Merry Christmas to you, Leslie, and hope you and Scott are doing well. Of course, Chief Scott Bickford, Chief of the Town of Dover Police, and actually, if I don't know if that's him down the street from me, that's probably Captain Jonathan Crockrell. That looks like his vehicle, but Town of Dover and the Sheriff's Office out here working in conjunction today to keep the roads closed so that the parade route is safe. Let's see, whatever. Let's see, Miss Emma. There we go. Good afternoon to you, Miss Emma. And Kathy Smith. Hello, another favorite former Farm Bureau lady. And a wonderful person. Think highly of her family. Let's see. And Lisa, I don't know what's going on, my friend. I'm sorry. Other people are seeing it apparently. Because Catherine Kate's Van. Don't Catherine. It's Van and Amy. Because but she's say hi, Amy.
Hello.
Oh, did you hear that sultry tone? Look at it. Oh, hello. So anyway, let's see what else we've got going here. Yes, hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. Always enjoy this time of year. This is a fun time of year. Always enjoy the parade. Normally I take still shots, but being with the Fair Board, we dreamed this up last night on short notice. Instead of taking still shots and putting them out, let's do a live stream for those who can't be there. And we've got 43 people. And look at there, Catherine, thank you, and Amy. So she is applauding. Yes, Leslie, that is all we're showing right now. There's nothing really to show. I believe that our friend George Wallace and whoever is, I believe that's Dr. Philip Wallace up there with him. Dr. Philip Wallace, president of the Chamber of Commerce, he's made his way onto the stage up at the courthouse. We're just filling time right now. We're letting you know about things that the Fair Board is doing, and we're trying to recognize y'all too. Yes, yeah, that's all that you should be seeing right now, because ladies and gentlemen, I think we can all agree, while my wife is beautiful, I have a face for radio. And so right now, that's what we're doing, is we're simply just building an audience. The parade has yet to come through. We will start up the live feed, but really, I'm scared that if you were just to behold this countenance that God gave me, then it might cause those numbers on the live stream to drop down. And so that is all that we are showing right now. I will say, let's go back and talk about some. George Wallace up on the square says that it won't be much longer now. He can see them from his position down the street, and so it won't be much longer. But ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, December the 12th, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., your Stewart County Fair Association is working hard year-round. Yes, we work on bringing you the fair in September, but year-round we are bringing you family-friendly events to enrich the community. And so please plan on attending December the 12th at the Visitor Center. There's going to be a Santa sleigh ride, mechanical reindeer. There's a video, if I'm not mistaken, and I didn't speak with Addison, but I believe that the video that she put up of the mechanical reindeer is that or something similar to the mechanical reindeer. There's a picture of the Grinch riding the reindeer, and so it's kind of like a mechanical bull. But oh, and by the way, do you know how much it costs Santa to run his sleigh on Christmas Eve? $8, $9 if the weather is bad. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The jokes are free, and you get at least what you pay for. And so, Denise, you are so welcome. It is our pleasure. And there is Tim and Dana Johnson across the street, and they say, Merry Christmas to all of Dover. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just a few more announcements, and then we are going to go live because they are slowly turning the corner. I can see the Grinch running down the street. But some of our sponsors for the fair is CEMC, Deals Piggly Wiggly, Anglin's Funeral Home, Carter Roofing, CIG, Hart's Fish Market, Pepper's Automotive, Highway 79, Farmers Market, Select Storage, our Purple Ribbon sponsors, Garland's RV, PTL Fabricators, F&M Bank, Gray's Garage, Farm Bureau, CNC Gutters, Larissa Anglin, Apex Pool and Spas, Dennis Concrete, Mamma Mia, Smoke Brothers, Regions Bank, Bill Mace Homes, the law office of Charles R. Parks Jr., PLLC, and the law office of Olivia Wan and Associates, and then our Red Ribbon sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, you hear the siren. We're about to go live here with the parade. It is coming down the street just now. You haven't missed anything. But let me get these last sponsors. That Rebel Spirit, the Homestead, O'Reilly's, Midway Pizza, and A Cup of Tea Travel. Ladies and gentlemen, the Stewart County Christmas Parade is underway. And look up in there. If you can see that, they're starting them younger and younger at the sheriff's office all the time. So, and then there is Sheriff Frankie Gray. Let me zoom in just a little bit so that we can get a good look. Sheriff Gray. And I do believe that is his grandchild following with him there. And behind him, some more of his deputies. And I am sorry for the shake there. We're getting our adjusted. And then, let's see, our first parade float. That looks like it's from this. Hey, Morgan and Nawana, there we go. Oh, and there's Ed over on the back side. Hello, Ed. Yeah, have to keep Ed on the back. And then there is our Boy Scouts and Troop 501 walking down the street, ladies and gentlemen. And then the Stewart County Christmas Parade for 2025, Grand Marshal Terry O'Neill Sykes, ladies and gentlemen. There he is right there with Sykes Museum. And there is Mayor Robert. Mayor Beecham reminded me that I married up. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Town of Dover Mayor Lisa Fitzhugh and Alderman Jane Burkhart driving Mayor around. And now we have the VFW Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 4730. We thank you for your service. We appreciate what you have done in service to this great country. And now, you can hear them in the background. The Stewart County Marching Band. Let's widen out a little bit. And like I said, they're still smiling. This must be an energetic crowd because they are still smiling even to this point. And then, one of the unsung heroes, Michael Chief lead them, ladies and gentlemen. Always bringing up the rear of the band, but making sure that the trailer is where it needs to be and the extension cord is rolled up. And now we have the First Baptist Church float. Scripture on a Lazy Susan, if you will. I like that very much. Let's see if we can adjust our view. Hey, thank you, appreciate it. The Combat Vets Association, Combat Vets Motorcycle Club. Again, we certainly appreciate our veterans and everything they've done in service of this great country. And then there's former Deputy Sheriff Andrew Shope on there as well. And part of our Combat Veterans Association Motorcycle Club. And the guys on two wheels, I can only imagine at this parade pace. There's Blue Splash Pool Service, Jonathan Anglin. And Larissa in there with him as well. If you need a hot tub, go see Larissa at Apex Pools and Spas. And my silent partner, the lovely Miss Amy Herndon, is again poking me in the ribs going, yes, a hot tub would be nice. Candy, always a favorite. Candy, always a favorite here at the parade. All right, here comes our next float. Let's see who this is. SRC, Sadley's Biker Bully Farm. The dog apparently, Junior Pro Cheer, ladies and gentlemen. An organization I spend some time with on Saturdays. I'm the announcer at the Junior Pro Games. These young ladies work hard and do a lot of hard work. My friend, Mr. Sean Suter, and the SCHS Auto class. I sure hope that he teaches a class on vehicle finish maintenance because it looks like they're going to be scrubbing on that. And then 2025 Young Miss Eagle Fest, Haley Latta, ladies and gentlemen. Tennessee Miss Eagle Fest, Ruthie K. There she is, ladies and gentlemen, wishing us all a Merry Christmas. And then Miss Clarksville Teen. And then Tim Borens, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give Tim a wave and Merry Christmas from Borens Auction. Walnut Grove Baptist Church. EW Electrical Solutions. If the lights go out, you need these guys. They'll make sure that your lights don't go out. They're located over in Paris, Tennessee, I do believe, right there on Lake Highway as you come in. And Jody Batten with everyone's favorite. I'm not talking about Sarah, I'm talking about Shelby. We love you too, Sarah. But Shelby has a more active Instagram account. And there's our friends from Brigham Hardware. Oh, there's Vanessa. Say hi to Vanessa. And a few fire trucks were left. Town of Dover Fire Department, or the Fire Division of the Town of Dover Public Safety. And then Stewart County Fire Rescue. And there is some of my favorite people, fellow Fair Board Director Taylor Luffman and her darling little pumpkin, River. Merry Christmas. And is that Jeff Welker? The Jeff Welker, who's going to ignore me and not look at the camera. And we have the family, or the FCCLA. You caught me, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't remember all of the initials, but the FCCLA, good to see them. And now our classic cars coming through. Ray Ward's Barbershop, always recognize him. Miss Julia in there with him, always recognize the barber poles. The El Camino, the car that wanted to be a truck. Hey, Jim McGee, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Todd Atkins. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show my ignorance, but is that a Studebaker? I'm not certain. It looks like a... Todd, is that a Studebaker? I am right. It is a Studebaker. Oh. Oh. It's Maddie and Allie and Link and Ray and Greg burning tires off his car. Oh, and it's Gracie. Hi, I didn't see you, Gracie. We'll get you all. There we go. And there is Jonathan Hardison driving his lovely wife, Natalie Hardison, around, Stewart County Court Clerk. And that was Greg Lincoln, ladies and gentlemen. Personal friend of mine and Amy's. Greg got the kids out of the house and the mortgage paid off and bought a Camaro. Century 21 Platinum Properties, ladies and gentlemen. And there on the toolbox, their broker, Gwen. Wave Gwen. Hello, Gwen. Gwen John. All right, look at all that. Let's get all of them. There's most of your team from Century 21 Platinum Properties. Stop by and see them. They're located right across from Regions Bank. And it looks like they've got Snoopy Psychiatric Help, 5 cents. Can you break $1? I will meet you at the middle school. Have change ready. I tell you what, now let's just go ahead and prepay 20 sessions. While we've got a pause in the action, hello, Sonia Milligan. Hope you're doing well. Hope Mark's doing well. Hello, Miss Tammy Williams, one of my son's former teachers and one of my former colleagues when I worked in the school system. And look at here, we may not be an international broadcast, but we are at least spanning 2 counties. And you are certainly welcome. Merry Christmas to you. We are happy to share. And I've got confirmation twice now that was indeed a Studebaker. That's Todd's wife on there. Thank you so much. There's Evergreen Farms. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, if you remember, oh, thank you, good sir. Hey, come back over here. We're gonna interview, sir. Interview. So there is Mitchell Burkhart. You may remember him from the fair. Mitchell, what happened at the fair when I was doing a live stream?
I tackled him, and he didn't like it.
It's not that I didn't like it. I wasn't expecting it. Oh. Hey, Mitchell, since you're here, yes, listen, you put up a wonderful picture of the store as a new cover photo,
yes, sir.
But I've got a question. There's no cars in the parking lot.
Thanksgiving Day.
Okay.
Appreciate you, man.
Hey, appreciate you, buddy. And Mitchell and Christine just recently got married. Congratulations. And then there is Cody and Mr. Pig. And, all right. And there's Cattle and Bakes right there. And then there's the rest of the Deal crew. Brian Deal, ladies and gentlemen, pelting us with candy. Merry Christmas to y'all. Almost half of the county has gone through working at Deal's Piggly Wiggly. Oh, hey! And then the greatest love story ever told. Volunteer State Home Educators Cooperative. And my friend, Misty. Hi, Misty. Hey, Misty, as you noticed, I never got back to you on your text, but thank you for the invitation. I'm just that behind. But we have a home educator cooperative, and it's rather large. I was unaware of that until last year. I'm not certain. This may be. Oh, this is Little Feet Dance. All right, hey, Nicole Kessel. Hi, Nicole. Ladies and gentlemen, Madison Campbell. Madison Campbell, a good-looking man. with a great looking car. Our friends from the U.S. Department of Agriculture Forest Service. And you see here, you can help. When I was a child, it said only you can help prevent forest fires. And I felt like that was a lot of stress on a 5-year-old. So, there's Smokey the Bear. Merry Christmas, guys. There's our Forest Service law enforcement keeping land between the lakes safe. Oh, hello, sir. Oh. There's the Childers family. Go see our friends at the Sykes Museum. The Grinch is on a motorcycle. The day that Betty Lou got on the motorcycle, she went from being Betty Lou Who to Betty Lou Woo. The jokes are free, ladies and gentlemen. I keep telling you that. You're welcome, Lisa. Screaming Eagle Ready Mix, ladies and gentlemen. They do a solid concrete job. Ba-dum-bum. I just got an eye roll from the lovely Amy. I love that truck. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, and ensure the domestic tranquility. Booth Towing and Recovery. There's Jordan. And then there is Eddie Pulley, EP Motorsports. And oddly enough, that is not my son's vehicle on the back. That's a good thing. It's a good day. We love Eddie Pulley, but we'd like to just call and hang out sometime and not have him tow the remnants of what my son drove last. Huh? And then there's our friend Ben Cash, Farm Bureau Insurance, pulling a very special guest. There is Santa Claus, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Van, you've been a pretty good boy.
Well, you know, even a blind squirrel gets a nut every now and then. There's Chief Bickford.
Police emergency. Keep back. Emergencia policial. No se acerque.
Gracias. There's one of the emergency vehicles that was headed to the... Bye, Dana. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to. Dana has found her a football. That's all right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to assume that those people are not members of the parade. And so we want to thank you for tuning in. I will put, come here, Amy. So here we are. This is what you missed. Van Herndon and the lovely Amy. We have had a pleasure bringing you the Christmas parade. We thank you so much for tuning in. Support your Fair Board Association. Let us know what you think of the things that the Fair Board is bringing to the community, and we are so happy to have been able to bring you this today. God bless you all, and we are going to sign off. Don't forget, December the 12th, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Visitor Center. We're going to sign off, ladies and gentlemen. A lot going on post-parade activity, so, and I'm like a small child. I am. Take care. Dana, do you want to give any words of wisdom?
I have no words of wisdom. Come out, enjoy everything that Dover has to offer.
Amen. She says, come out, enjoy everything that Dover has to offer. All right, guys, we're going to sign off. That is wonderful advice to end on. God bless you all. Merry Christmas. Take care.